Okay, so I just came across this tool called continuous-claude and it's blowing my mind. It's like automating coding workflows while you sleep.
Right? The whole idea of running Claude Code in a continuous loop to handle complex coding tasks is super innovative. Makes you wonder why no one thought of it sooner.
Exactly, it's like a project manager that never sleeps. I mean, it can manage PRs, checks, and merging all on its own. But wait, doesn't that raise some concerns about oversight?
That's a fair point. It definitely shifts some responsibility away from developers. But the idea of offloading repetitive tasks could free up time for more creative work.
True, but I'm curious about the balance here. Are we risking quality control by letting an AI make these decisions without human input?
It's a valid concern. Continuous Claude does keep logs and notes for context, which helps, but I wonder how effective that really is in complex projects.
Speaking of logs, the shared markdown file it uses to maintain context is genius. It's like giving Claude a memory. But what happens if that gets cluttered?
Good catch. If the notes are too verbose, it could lead to confusion. It's a delicate balance between too much and too little information.
So it's almost like a relay race where each iteration passes the baton, right? But what if Claude forgets crucial details from earlier runs?
Exactly. That's the beauty of continuity here. By maintaining context, it aims to build on past iterations instead of starting from scratch.
And the way it incorporates CI/CD practices is fascinating. It's almost as if it's evolving the coding process itself.
Definitely. Plus, the need for manual testing is lessened, which is a huge plus. But I still wonder about error handling. How does it manage failures?
Oh, it just discards the failed attempt and tries again. That seems wasteful, but also kind of clever in a way. It learns from what didn't work.
Right? It's like a trial and error approach that mimics how human developers might debug. But what if it keeps repeating the same mistakes?
That's a risk. If it doesn't adapt its strategy based on previous failures, it could get stuck in a loop. It needs a way to pivot.
Exactly. There's a fine line between persistence and stubbornness. But what about its potential to handle large-scale projects like modernizing code bases?
That's intriguing. Continuous Claude can tackle refactoring tasks as if they're small, manageable chunks, kind of like breaking a big meal into bites.
Such a great analogy. And the idea of running multiple instances simultaneously is brilliant. But do you think that could lead to conflicts?
Potentially, each instance is isolated in its own worktree, which helps, but managing dependencies across instances could get tricky.
Very true. And then there's the concept of dependabot on steroids, where it not only updates dependencies but also fixes issues automatically.
That's a game changer. I mean, think about it. It can address post-update breaking changes, but how reliable is it in real-world scenarios?
That's the million-dollar question. It sounds great in theory, but we need real-world examples to see if it holds up under pressure.
Totally, and when we think about token costs approaching zero, it's wild to imagine how that can make these processes even more feasible.
For sure, the economics of it are fascinating. It's like the costs of failure become less daunting, which could encourage more experimentation.
But isn't there a risk that it could encourage reckless changes? Developers might lean too heavily on automation.
Absolutely. There's a fine line between innovation and carelessness. Human oversight will always be necessary to guide the AI.
So ultimately, continuous Claude is a tool that could enhance productivity, but it shouldn't replace critical thinking and human judgment.
Exactly. It's about collaboration between AI and humans. We need to leverage technology while still applying our expertise.
I love that perspective. It's like we're on the brink of a new era in development where AI becomes a supportive partner rather than just a tool.
Yes, and it'll be interesting to see how teams adapt to these changes. This could reshape the entire coding landscape.
For sure, and as we continue to explore tools like continuous Claude, it raises all these questions about the future of coding and collaboration.
Exactly. So, what do you think the biggest takeaway is? Does continuous Claude signal a shift in how we approach programming?
That's a great question. I think it really does signal a shift towards more efficient, automated workflows while still requiring human input.
Absolutely. It's all about balance, using automation to enhance our capabilities without losing the human touch.
And that's what makes this such an exciting time for developers. We're not just coding anymore, we're collaborating with AI.
Totally. Continuous Claude could be just the start of a much larger conversation about the future of software development.